transition us over.
And the
All right.
fireman.
So in the last
Let
section,
me know when you do, because I want to make a joke real quick at the beginning of the stream.
It's transitioned over.
Perfect. So did you guys know that Lyndon B. Johnson used to go out and, other than just being a general pervert, was out like super slam drunk, driving, his golf cart around with the Secret Service somewhere, right? And he gets out to take a piss, and the Secret Service follows him out to go pee, and he's pissing. The Secret Service agent looks at him and goes, Mr. President, you're peeing on my leg. And he goes, well, that's my presidential prerogative. True story.
There's
He
a
used to
lot
like
of.
he used to like to pull his wiener out. Like, he would be, like, meeting people. He'd be like, oh, great, yeah, here's my wiener.
he's the kind of guy
Wow.
who would just like take the head out and just have it sitting out of his pants.
Yep. Like, you're in a meeting with him, right? And he's sitting at a table, and his dick's just hanging out. Multiple stories. And he, there's a recording of him ordering some pants that I've listened to, and he's like, "Oh yeah, Taylor, I just want to make sure you get me some extra area in the crotch region, because really feel like my twig and berries get a little constricted in my pants. You know what I mean?" And then he's like, "My dick and balls, it's big." And it's like,
Wow.
oh my god.
President of the
This is
United States,
wild.
everybody.
Yeah, this is while he was president. So people complain about how presidents act now. It's not new.
It's just highlighted more.
It is literally just more public.
People just got sensitive.
No, I think it's just more public. It's because we're all more connected.
It used to be
That's a
okay
big
to
part of
walk
it.
down the street with your dick out.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, I mean, they closed down a street in my city because a woman was running down the street naked. So, and I can't
Really?
remember if that was yesterday or today. Yeah.
Really?
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I thought Virginia.
A woman.
Yeah, but it's like I thought Virginia had like the law to where you can be fully nude or whatever, as long as it's not sexually explicit.
maybe
I'm
she was
gonna
peeling
see.
her potato.
I think she was stirring the paint. If you know what I mean. That's what this lady told me.
Hey,
She
flicking
said
the
she
bean.
saw it. Yeah, flicking the bean.
Playing with
Okay.
her pussy.
Yes, exactly. That was my next one.
And demonetized.
I'm
In
just gonna stream like
FW.
a bunch of copyrighted music so they monetize the video, and then somebody's gonna watch it and be like, "Why are you getting paid for this?"
That'd be great. Do it. That's how we stick it to the system, right? Do it. Do multiple. Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna send you an album right now.
Hey,
You
there's
want-
one
you
of the
want
most
rap music or battle
popular,
music?
one of the most popular
$1,000 a session.
real play podcasts started theirs off with something about dragon pussies. So, come on.
There you go.
As it should be.
All
For
right.
the record, I was referencing
my-
a Tom Segura joke.
What was that show that you made me watch, DJ? Of the D&Ders?
It's the Critical Role show.
Yeah, Critical Role. I mean, they literally started off the show and introduced it to me with the bard fucking some random witch or whatever.
It
she
was
Some
the
random bitch. Yeah, exactly.
no, it was
Bitch, a lich.
it was
Witch,
the
bitch.
bar owner's daughter.
Oh,
yeah, and wasn't she like undead or something? Or was that... No,
No.
that was later on, when he was telling the story. But it was the bar owner's daughter. That is correct. My bad.
They also show his dick in that first episode.
Yeah, and don't worry. DJ started off and like, don't worry, the show's not going to be just like that. And immediately in the second episode, it also opened up with another scene of the bard. I was like, are you lying to me right now?
Oh, that was Sam Riegel's first
Just-
character.
So I got this all firsthand from someone that claimed to see it. I'm looking for a story right now for my area. Can't find it. So maybe she's just crazy.
Probably
Probably.
just crazy. I mean, it is Virginia.
Meet Virginia.
It just be crazy.
All right.
That's a good song, by the way.
All right.
As what do you guys remember from last session?
I fucked a dog person. Ow.
I
remember
forgot about that part.
We
did
went
not.
to the teleportation circle and fought a bunch of things. We are in Asgard. We are looking for Mjolnir.
We are at the doors of
Through time.
the hall.
Broheim.
Yeah, we're
After-
near Broheim.
After Yorn was serviced by the dog creature.
I remember correctly. I believe when we were
It
standing
was
outside, I
it was
pulled
a
out my mug.
mutual. It was a mutual spiritual existence. Mutual spiritual exchange. Thank
The
you.
only thing
Yeah.
I want to add to this story is that I feel like Ed would like to have tag teamed and made it a pig on a spit situation. That's all.
Well, you missed your chance.
I did. Next time. There'll be a next time this session, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
We're about to go into.
I'm just saying. I saved us weeks of travel.
Isn't it Odin's Hall? Thor's Hall?
Thor.
Yeah,
I mean-
Broheim.
All right. As you all
Oh,
touch,
nice little chicken.
as you all touch the,
I have its ancestor.
as you all touch the doors to Thrudheim to enter into the hall, you hear a crackling appear behind you. As you quickly turn around and glance as a portal has been opened and something has grabbed Callum and pulled him through.
Wait,
Through
what? No,
here?
what?
Wait, what?
The portal closes as Callum screams echo.
No, 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 no. What?
Screams.
What?
Ah, fuck!
Does Ed? Ed would like to see if he knows what that is.
Make an
What
Arcana
just
check.
happened? What the fuck was that?
No, no, no,
I'm gonna
no,
use
no,
lucky.
no,
I'm gonna use
no.
lucky. Hold on, I haven't done portents yet. Hold on.
God, don't waste your portents.
I know.
We're gonna need them.
Actually, that one is super clutch. It was a 1 and a 15. All right, the 15's gone. I'm down a lucky, and I rolled a
20?
20.
That would have been the spell Gate. Somebody called Callum and pulled
But I know he doesn't know it.
You know it's a 9th level spell. It's a very expensive spell to cast, too.
It was
Would we-
crackling like as of thunder or lightning, perhaps.
No, just energy. Magical energy.
Chaotic magical energy.
Does anyone know who would have casted Gate to take Callum away from us?
Who else would? It was Loki. Bringer of chaos.
I mean, that's a very expensive spell to cast. I've only seen it a couple times.
I don't like this. I really, really don't.
The doors to Thrudheim open, revealing a small, or largish actually, hallway with some plants and candles illuminating the room.
Ed, can I borrow your mirror
Mirror.
or your crystal ball or whatever it is that you were using?
Oh, yes. Give me just a second.
Well, wait. Actually, these doors are opening. Probably don't have time.
Inside of the hall, you see another set of more exquisite doors ahead of you.
I do have it prepared. I could cast it, but it would take 10 minutes.
It's fine. We'll get to it later. For the time
Okay.
being, I've got an idea.
Also, I just wanted to throw this out there. I don't have the ability to, let me see if this is on myself or I can do it on someone else. It's only on me. But I can become invisible. And have an illusory version of myself, but I would not be able to move Mjolnir. I just wanted to throw that out to everyone.
You cast sending there, Vicus?
Yes, I am typing out what I'm saying now.
Well, let me roll. Okay.
Okay.
Except you're the worst type of person
Why?
because you're crunching into your microphone, and
I'm
it's
sorry.
literally the worst thing that could possibly happen ever in the
Sorry.
world.
Normally my microphone doesn't pick up when I eat.
Because you're crunching.
Move the mic a little bit farther away. I think it's better now.
Just let me know if
Okay.
I'm hot mic or anything, because I don't usually have the mic this close to me. But I want to make sure you guys are getting mostly me and not any kind of echo or anything. So just let me know.
It's all you, baby.
Oh yeah.
It's the response that you get.
Okay. So we can see his castle from here, right?
You're yeah, I
I'm
mean
30 foot up.
you're literally at the doors that have opened in front of you.
We're
and it's,
like ready to kick in the doors and make this.
What
And-
is the plan? What is our plan here, guys? We need to have a plan before we go in this. Are we talking to him? Are we stealing it? What are we doing? I know that Callum is not here, but don't everyone talk at once.
My thought is this. I feel like Thor out of the are we discussing this out of character or in character?
In character.
Okay.
Well, it's obvious, isn't it?
I feel like we party until figure out what we're gonna do.
Yes. Perfect.
I feel like an opportunity will come along at some point, and it'll be the right opportunity.
Do I see anyone? Is there anything, or like any servants or anything, or is it just an open door in a hall?
there's an open door that leads into a walkway that goes to 2 other doors. Music's fucking
Well-
loud.
Let's go.
Which one of us? So we're just partying. That's it.
And probably fighting
Probably.
like a proper party. I've
Okay,
got my
then.
mug.
Yes.
Okay, so we're literally just going to get fucked up. Got it.
Ed, do you have the Snogsbane?
Can
Or
we
was that
play
on
the
Callum?
Ocean's 11 music?
I mean, I'm always holding, so you just got to ask, and
Okay, perfect.
you
Well,
shall receive. Here,
Cal-
I always have a few rolled up, ready to go, and I give everyone in the party, including Frost, that's not going to partake, a joint of Snogsbane.
perfect. Also, it appears that Cal is fine. He's being questioned by some wizard.
Good to know. If
Some
we have time,
wizard.
if we have time, maybe I can scry and figure it out. It could be our lady.
What?
Brand.
What's the name of the mother of all the bad shit that we're working for?
Angraboda?
Yes,
Roboto.
could be Ingorboda.
Perhaps. Possibly. Okay then. Well, onward.
All right.
walk into the hall.
Is there a reason the game is still paused, or can you unpause it?
I'm waiting for Shifty to load into the map.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Cue 56K modem sound.
Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats.
Price we pay for living out in the middle of nowhere.
I mean, I thought about doing it. I'm glad I didn't.
All right,
Better this way.
you all enter the hallway. Some nice plants, some candles that are mounted up onto the wall that are lighting up the area. As two very thick mahogany doors with etchings of Mjolnir, Thor,
Get down.
and Sif are
I
engraved
would like
on
to
it.
kick the door open.
Roll to see if you break your foot.
Okay,
So we
you
entered here, right? Just so I've got the right.
yes,
Okay.
and you just kick the door open as it flies open.
Does the party pause?
No.
There are looks to your entrance
Whoa.
as you
the
see
animated-
a abundance of strange creatures sitting at tables feasting. Multiple kegs that are significant in size are
Does Ed know
nearby.
what is the way to say this? Appropriate way to come in and to act in this like proper or just crazy.
Make a religion check at disadvantage.
Let me see if this works. I'm gonna have to roll it twice. I don't know if the hotkeys are working. Hey, it worked. I'm gonna use lucky and re-roll that one. It's bad.
Not bad.
Oh no!
No, you've never been inside of a god's hall before, nor have you been described what god's halls would normally contain, other than
Man,
the
I
gods.
Would
Does anyone know
my background as background feature court functionary give me any insight to what's going on? Not exactly applicable, but it's also not exactly not applicable.
You would understand the royalness of this. You do, I mean, you know halls are important for like nobles and such like that. So all you can assume is what the normal mortal bureaucracies would typically do. So multiple kegs are in front of you, next to what seems to be a decently sized piano, a stage of some sort, a harp, and then with three fairly large tables with random looking humanoids sitting there. Another table towards the front of the room that seems to be elevated just a bit, with a magnificent horn made of some sort of metal sitting off to the side. A keg next to that table there, but it is missing. The hosts seem to be missing.
I say we mingle and see what we can figure out.
Ed, as you walk forward, you glance behind you and you see a steel cage of some sort bolted onto the ground. Currently empty.
This?
Yes.
I don't like that.
There are various weapon racks posted along near the entrance. and a target with a few arrows sticking out of it.
Too bad none of us are archers.
Looks like there's a little hallway over there.
This is a bench, right?
Frost, you immediately come and sit down next to this person as they look to the left. You are more than welcome at the table if you would shut the damn door and not let out all of the heat.
You should talk to the one that is still at the door.
She
I
goes,
will telepathically talk to this person and say, "It's okay. We shut the door."
Jeez, Vicus, were you born in a barn?
I'm sure. Yes, it's my fault. Yeah.
Ed, you fly up
I like
onto
to think,
the
though,
stage.
that this person that
Oh,
chilled
is this a
at
stage? I thought this was a bench.
No, that is the stage.
It has nothing
Okay,
to
never
do with the
mind.
fact that he literally sucks the heat out of the air around him.
I was gonna say, I like to think that the person complaining about the heat going away was just me stepping up next to them and them thinking it was getting colder.
That's pretty funny.
Frost, as you are closer, let me take a look at your passive perception. As you are closer, you notice the people sitting across from you have a faint glow around them, as if it was their outline is a tad bit misty. The person next to you seems to not have that outline.
I'm gonna look over at Vicus and say, "We should go sit at this table over here." And I'm gonna kind of point far away, like do that thing where you point up high. I see people that kind of look up our alley over there.
Oh, sure.
I mean, Frost is already sitting at the table, in for a penny, in for a pound.
Frost, you
Look, guys, it's the spirit of Larry.
I know, that's what I was thinking. It was Larry. Didn't know Larry died. At least he went out fighting.
Frost, looking down at your plate, you notice food is conjured before you.
There's
What's
ale,
the thing
right?
to move without being stuck? Is it shift?
Yes.
Okay, it just didn't work the first time. I think I did it wrong.
I'm gonna sit here.
Okay. Yorn, you help yourself to a table that have a bunch of men that look similar to you, but definitely smaller in stature. But their muscles are well defined.
Do you mind if I take a seat at this table?
The make a nature check real quick. The creature across from you is a half dragon. As she smiles and says, "You are more than welcome."
Thank you. Greatly appreciated. As I kind of pick up the chair as to not make that super loud sound.
Vicus, you also know the faint shimmer of the outline of everyone around you.
Very interesting.
But we don't have that shimmer, right?
No.
Do I know what it is?
You can make a religion check.
I was thinking the same thing. Would you mind if I do that too?
Go ahead.
I'm in awe.
Ed, you can deduce that these are dead people. The ones with the shimmer.
Noticing that he's also looking around, I'll telepathically say, "They're dead. They're ghosts."
But they are interacting with the food. As you also sit at the table, food is conjured before you.
Ed would like to, after taking a taste and going, not enough salt, and do presto to put some salt in the food.
Okay.
Is there like any meat or anything in this cup?
Yes. As you see one of the people at Yorn's table get up with a giant mug, come over to this keg, and begin to refill it before coming back to sit down.
I'm gonna do that exact same thing with my mug.
Very nice.
Ed is going to hold up his mug, look at Vicus, and say, "To our host," and drink as merrily as possible, trying to finish the glass. Does everyone at the table do the same thing?
They give you an odd look as they just continue to chow down on their food. One of them picking up what looks to be a roasted boar leg, and bone still in, and just munching down on it.
Does anyone need a refill while I'm up? I used to be a bartender. I'm quite qualified.
The half dragon lady looks over across the table at you and gives you a shimmer of her eyes, and she goes, "You can serve me if you wish."
Absolutely.
I need a check from you, Paul.
Okay.
Let's see. Can you give me an intelligence save?
Intelligence saving throw.
Uh-oh. Paul, I'm gonna message you privately.
Okay.
Vicus, looking around, you notice a giant portrait offset hanging up on the wall. Here, the portrait
Okay.
is of Thor and Sif at their wedding, with Mjolnir placed in between them.
Of course, of course. Wow. Is there any significance other than just their marriage? Like, why would, like, is this just like a decoration thing, or is there like
It's a decoration
anything
thing.
weird about it? Okay.
I mean, portraits of that size aren't very common. It's almost 20 feet tall.
Okay. Would have taken quite the artist to paint such a thing.
And where are you travelers from? Says this guy over here.
We're from the realm of Midgard.
Midgard. It's been a while since I've been there.
It's my first time here, so I don't think we have those things in common. But I don't have the proper answer for your statement. Did you enjoy your stay last time you were there?
Yes, acquired many souls for my master.
That sounds like a great time, certainly. Who is your master, if you don't mind me asking?
The Lord of Deceit.
Oh, wow. Wonderful.
Excuse me, kind sir, pointing at the kobold. Would you mind if I sit here just to kind of be in the in your seat, just to kind of be in the middle of everything? I'm quite interested in getting to know this half dragon lady sitting beside you.
So the creature there is extremely or not extremely, you're small size too, but they're slightly shorter than you, but they are dressed in the most extravagant clothing, wielding a scepter that appears to be made out of ruby. It's a kobold. He goes, "You want to sit here? Why?"
As I said, I would just very much like to get to know this half dragon lady that's sitting beside you, and maybe get to meet everyone at the table. Get a little bit closer, sitting in the middle, able to see eye to eye.
Ah,
It would appear he's smitten and is trying to cut in.
yeah. Everyone gets smitten by Tanella.
By what? Tanella?
Ah, she does is seduce every newcomer that comes in here. Fine, fine.
Oh,
Get your
You're quite
rocks off.
polite. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much.
As he
As
swipes his plate over to your plate, and he just holds both plates as his own and begins to eat off of both plates.
So I look at this person right here next to me. I go, so, what are you in for? Like it's prison.
I'm just visiting.
Oh, me too. I can leave whenever I want to.
Oh, do you have one of these? As she pulls something from her breastplate of a rainbowish rock, but it is encased with gold and platinum and other
Hold on.
gems.
Hold on.
Is it very similar to the one we have?
No, it's a much better condition and it seems to shine much brighter.
I say, no, but I have one of these, and I pull my crystal vial of Vicus's tears out.
Ugh, what is that?
The tears of a baby.
Oh, very impressive. As she just puts away the stone that she pulled out.
And I put away my tears. Feeling like I won the exchange.
reasonable.
Yes.
As Ed sits down and takes the kobold's seat, a tail can kind of slither past up underneath him, grab the chair, and you guys can hear the chair scrape against the floor as it's brought closer to Tanella. She then grabs a hand and rests the palm onto Ed's head. Goes, good darling.
Wow.
Ed looks over at Vegas and like does the eyebrows thing.
Okay, that's by all means. Enjoy every aspect of the feast.
So what brings you to this hall, Tanella?
You gonna take this one, Kevin?
No,
It's-
by all means, it's all you.
I get it. You get to just charm the party, and then I have to roleplay with it.
Absolutely.
I was slain in glorious combat a long time ago. When I take a reprieve from the fields of Valhalla, I visit the halls of some of the greatest warriors to exist.
That's quite an impressive feat. I imagine that not everyone in Valhalla gets to feast at these halls that we are in.
Valhalla and Asgard are for the souls who have died in glorious and honorable combat. Otherwise your soul be damned to Helheim, in the clutches of Hel herself.
Ah, that's quite an. Hold on, let me do this to simulate the chair being pushed over.
We will.
That's literally what happened.
Interesting that this one is certainly going to accompany me when we go see Hell herself eventually.
Yes, in due time.
So you don't plan to die in glorious combat, but to succumb to age or disease?
No, more or less just traveling there.
Do I hear
Oh.
them over there having this conversation? I know it's a ways
Don't let
away.
him speak for me. If I get to just fight all day and end up in places like this around people such as yourself, I wouldn't mind it myself.
You could focus and listen in, Frost, if you wanted to.
Okay,
No.
you guys hear really quietly from across the room after she says that about you dying of old age. I'm like a bitch.
No mortal can live in Helheim. Not even the gods themselves can withstand the cold, necrotic energy that the realm consists of for at least some time.
Again, you hear from across.
Yes.
I do not fear the cold.
Certainly, yeah. There are certainly hurdles and things that I shall have to figure out, but I do plan to go there one day and return, of course.
David,
Yeah.
Vicus can see directly to his left. The man with the very fine horns leans over and goes, "For a small contract, I could possibly get you a ticket there, though it will cost you something indefinite."
No, I don't need to sign any contracts. I'm well on the way of figuring that out myself. I have
How
the best of
cowardly!
advisors. Oh, I wouldn't say it's cowardly. I'm taking the analytical approach and not jumping to conclusions and making deals with random people that I meet at a table.
Was what I was saying. You're on another level. How cowardly indeed is going to be my final remark for a man such as small in mind and stature as yourself.
That's understandable, as you, my fine red large friend, are of quite imperial stature yourself, and while I do not agree with your words, I will accept them as you have presented them.
You are disgusting.
Well, that's just rude now, isn't it?
Quite.
I would like to regale my table at my feat of pinning down 2 dragons at the same time.
You what?
I held down 2 dragons at the same time.
He did. I saw it.
That's not possible. No man can not just grapple 2 dragons.
To be fair, they weren't the biggest dragons I've ever seen.
Were
They
they
were full adult
babies?
sizes.
Were they baby dragons?
No, they were adults, I believe. 2 adults. They weren't great worms or ancient or anything of that stature, but they were large, certainly.
Blue dragons.
And they were blue, yes. They were certainly blue. As I take my gloves off and show
He's
the
like-
scars.
Oh, because
I was there. Yes.
he's not here.
It's amazing that you all lived.
I killed one of them.
I managed to take 2 of their breath attacks, and I have been scarred with this across the most parts of my body that I have seen and been inspected since the incident.
Yes, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. You could fix it if you wanted to, but
Well,
I think it looks quite cool.
not currently. I've tried. I am
Oh.
not able to yet.
I'm gonna open up the portable hole, reach in, and pull out the black dragon scale, a blue dragon scale, and a white dragon scale.
You start garnering the attention of the 2 ladies in front of you that also happen to be twins, and you can see the 2 bulky fighters from Yorn's table get up to take closer inspection at the 2 scales.
3 scales,
3 scales.
different colors. Let's not forget that part. I think the white one was a big one, wasn't it?
Yes.
The one down at the bottom says, "This is absolutely astounding!" as he goes to reach for one of the scales.
I slap his hand.
He pulls his hand back. "What's your problem? I just wanted to take a look at your treasure."
No
You
touch.
look with your eyes.
Trophies.
You know, Tanella, I see a stage over there. I could try to do a quick performance to impress everyone. Would you like that?
Frost, what's your passive perception?
I don't remember. Hold on.
16.
Okay. The fighter below you, or at the bottom of the table, you can see that he has 3 massive spear wounds to his chest, and it also looks like he's been stabbed in the throat. The
Metal.
man at the top of the table, he has a slash room at the top of his scalp. Oh, and they also have that hue around them.
As a matter of fact, I believe Vikas has actually died before in combat, but he got better.
Who's Vicus?
That would be me as I raise my lightning scarred hands at the table down there.
Very soft, like baby.
He didn't want to spend his an afterlife in Valhalla.
Well, I didn't really have a choice.
He had unfinished business. He has things to do in life.
Yes.
But I do think deep down that all of us probably will end up in Valhalla.
At the rate we are going, absolutely.
Oh yes, we will be quite. I think that we will leave quite a legacy.
The half dragon lady palms Ed's head again and just is pretty much scratching his head. Well, you don't have to leave now.
What? So speaking of which, would you like to see a quick performance on that stage?
Oh yes, please show us what you have.
Ed,
Before
Take
you
a stand.
Snogs Bane real quick.
before
Yeah,
you
no,
start, we are departing for the night. Just letting you all know that we will be returning to our room.
Who are? Can I see who they are? Do I know who they are?
It seems to be an older couple, and they're just walking through.
Okay.
They open a door, and they close it behind them.
Were they shimmer people?
Yes.
Okay.
How high is the ceiling?
Ceiling is about 60 feet high.
Ed flies up about 10 feet away from the ceiling as long as he's not going to collide with anything. Flies over and then hovers himself like right over the stage. He's not actually touching it. Make sure everyone can see him.
Okay.
And then he just... I assume that there's no kind of microphone or anything like that to kind of make my voice louder, so you guys will just have to kind of listen closely. First go, well, my favorite sex position is reverse cowgirl, but I'm on top. Are you picturing that? It's good. It's really good. Nobody gets pregnant. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. What?
I'm trying to learn things about myself. I got to when I'm home, I got a scale in my bathroom. I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm just interested in the data. You know, and I did learn something. I learned this because I weigh myself every night before I go to bed, and then I also weigh myself in the morning when I get up. And here's what I learned: I weigh 2 pounds less every morning than when I went to bed. And I also found out why. It's because I shit my bed every night. I do.
What?
I take a full 2-pound dump in my bed, and then I turn out the lights and I go to sleep. Because I don't want to sleep alone.
What
And
is
your needs
happening?
change when you get older. It's my age. The big pile of shit is as good as anybody.
Well, Ed, are you okay?
Tanella can be seen leaning back, clapping and laughing. Though she does seem to be the only one doing that, as everyone else looks to be slightly uncomfortable.
I'm just rather confused. I looked at Tanella and said, "Did you put him up to this?"
She gives Vicus a very sly grin. Perhaps.
This is brilliant, actually. Please have him do more.
Oh, for sure. As she claps her hands again. And Ed feels compelled to do something else.
So one time I had a girlfriend, and she's we were struggling because it's a long distance. She's in a different town, and we are having a hard time seeing each other because of the disease. I have AIDS. Sorry, it's just an awful joke. It's such an awful joke that it's funny. But sometimes we send each other gifts, and she used to send me really fucked up gifts. And one time she sent me a pair of little girls' panties. And I was like, that's not funny, because these are in my house now. I can't get rid of them. It's like dangerous waste. I can't throw them out because I can't have people find little girls' panties in my garbage with the coffee grounds and butter on them.
Come down here real quick. I need to whisper something into your ear.
Is this Camilla?
No, this is.
Okay. I just lean over.
She slaps you, but a bunch of energy comes off to you and breaks the hold on your mind.
Oh,
That's
holy shit.
That's enough out of you. As she goes and sits back down.
I lean forward to Tanella and say, Did you make him say all of that?
She simply gives you a grin and then frowns across the table at the two twin sisters.
Ed loudly drags the chair over a little bit to like a safe distance and goes, well, that was interesting. Hopefully no one judges me on that one.
The first bit was interesting. The last bit I think was a bit much.
I mean, every
Tanella-
solution that I could think of would make it worse. Like, you can't put them in a bag in another bag with layers of tape wrapped in foil.
Oh, okay.
Put them
Right.
in a coffee can and nail it shut and bury it in a park in the middle of night. Or cut it into little tiny pieces, throw it away, one piece each week in a different town.
You could just burn them.
See, you would think that, but I'm like, do you understand? If there's a 1 in a million chance that I could get caught burning little girls' panties. So there's only one solution I could come up with. I wear them every day. I hand wash them. I dry them like this. Just blowing right on little strawberries.
Tanella slowly pushes Ed's chair back to where it was with her tail as she readjusts herself to look over at Vicus. Do you have stage fright?
Yes. Debilitating.
Debilitating. As she leans forward,
I
her
look
chin
away from
resting
her.
on
I
both
look
of her
away from
palms.
her.
Vicus, look into my eyes, darling.
No, I saw what she did to Ed. No, it's definitely not happening. Tanella, you seem great,
Vicus,
but please,
we
no.
could have the greatest time together.
As Vegas touches himself and casts Beacon of Hope. No, we can't. Sorry.
Tanella frowns and kind of simmers down into her chair.
The kobold leans over. Yeah, I guess you can't get them all, Tandela.
You can't shame me for trying.
I
Look at
can
the
too.
kobold. Thank you, kind sir. What is your name? I don't think I quite caught it.
I am king.
King.
Yes, I am King
Oh.
Kobold.
King Kobold. Oh well. Nice to meet you, Your Highness.
Longest lived kobold in my clan for generations.
That's quite a feat.
Yes, I lived a total of 18 years. It was magnificent.
Well, yes, that's remarkable for a kobold. I don't know much about kobold anatomy, as I'm not a kobold doctor, but I can imagine that's double the life expectancy.
I mean, the previous one lived almost to like 80 or something like that. I don't.
Oh,
But
okay.
but yeah, no. 18 was very, very strong.
I would have to agree, King Kobold.
Took this ruby scepter right here, clubbed in the head of anyone who tried to take my throne.
So,
How does you end up here?
I was overthrown by another clan.
Mutinous bastards.
It was a glorious battle. I ripped him to shred with my teeth and my claws. Until somebody took the scepter and then jammed it down my throat.
Wow.
so why do you get to take the scepter to Valheim if it killed you? You didn't have it when you died, right? I've always been curious about that.
Sounds like it was in his throat.
Fair.
You can bring it if it's inside of you.
Bjorn would know.
You get the
What-
when you die, you get the equipment that you died in possession of, but you will never be able to part with it.
But you
Here,
weren't in
Oh.
possession of it.
If I-
That's why I asked.
here, as he hands you the scepter. Do you take it?
Ed takes it.
All right. As he lets go, it turns to smoke in your hands, and it just reappears in his.
Oh,
That's interesting.
We know
Hey.
someone else who can do that.
I take a gold coin and I throw it at Ed.
It bounces off Ed's forehead.
Catches it. I'm gonna try to catch it.
Okay. All right. Sleight of hand check.
So I suplex these giant lizards.
And then Vicus, a dexterity check from you as well.
I'm not trying to hit him hard. I'm just
Okay.
tossing, I'm just kind of tossing it to see if it'll poof in the air and come
Alright.
back.
No. Ed, you catch it, and it just stays in your hand. It only works for the dead stuff.
Oh, okay.
So,
Accept my
What
contracts.
is it? What is it like when you arrive in Valheim? Do you like? Is it like just waking up, or do you just come
Valhalla.
to?
Where,
Sorry,
Valheim.
Valhalla. Sorry, I mispronounced it. That's how we say it in Halfling.
well, I woke up gagging because I thought the ruby scepter was still down my throat and out my back, but I was out in the woods. And then I just found a battle going onto the field, and I joined them. It was glorious combat for almost 400 days straight. To wake up every dawn.
Wonderful.
So if you die, you just wake up again.
Yeah, yes.
So when you get hurt, like, do you only have the wound that you had when you got to Valhalla, or no wounds at all? What is that like?
You only keep the wounds that you had in life. Any other wounds that you get in Asgard or Valhalla heal themselves by dawn.
Ed looks at his throat. Is it scarred?
So every morning he wakes up choking on his scepter.
Very
Is
nice.
that
That
you're
would
saying?
be awful.
If he dies, if he
his-
dies,
Is his throat scarred?
no, but you see a hole in the back of his cloak as he leans over and begins munching on a bunch of food.
Oh, Jorn, please finish the tale of the dragons. It's wonderful.
We killed them.
I killed them.
Oh, well.
And
Right.
that's all that matters, is that you killed the beast.
The four fighters at Yorn's table all just start like smacking the table, and then they all start chugging their mead.
I do the same thing.
So does Yorn, because he's a follower.
I take a very small sip out of mine.
Ed drinks his all the way down. Does anyone else at the table do the same?
I take a sip. I don't drink mine all the way down.
The kobold does, but I mean, he spills a lot of it. He just
Out of
basically
a
just
hole in his back.
he just opens up his mouth and he just pours it down his mouth and it just covers him.
Poor creature.
Is Ed's plate empty? If he finishes his plate, does it refill?
Yes.
Like, do I have to do anything, or does it just automatically refill?
It refills based off your hunger level. So if you wish to eat, it refills.
All right, so Ed finishes his food real quick. He's not hungry anymore. He throws his glass on his plate and he goes, "Anyone else want to refill?"
The bear-like creature sitting across from you reaches out with his paw and slams down his glass. I want a drink.
Ed grabs it. He looks at the kobold. It looked like you were finished your drink. Would you like a refill?
As he just falls backwards unconscious.
I'll take that as a no. Tanella?
Tanella is far more reserved against Ed now. I can take care of this myself.
Okay. And then he looks at the horned creature that hasn't actually given his name. How about you, sir?
I'm fine.
Suit yourself. He puts his plate down, hovers over, refills both glasses, and then hovers over the table, sits it down very gingerly, and then sits down and takes another sip.
The polar bear creature reaches out, grabs his cup, and begins to chug it.
As he finishes, while he's drinking that, Ed will look over at the horned guy and go, "So, tell us your story. You must have many have been here."
I'm in servitude to a great lord.
Even while you are in Valhalla looking for a shimmer?
Yes, and when I perish, I don't come to Asgard or Valhalla. I am here to see if there's anybody wishing to leave for greater purpose. Another chance at life. But all of these fools have turned me down.
Where do you go?
Someplace warmer than this cold, frigid wasteland.
I look at the polar bear and I say, "It appears someone hasn't done their market research."
Does Ed know where he's from? Can he insight that or anything like that?
Make a religion check.
The polar bear, in response to Vicus, just grumbles and grunts at him, and then reaches over with his paw
Oops, I have a
and
dislight of hand. Just
steals
that.
whatever Vicus had on his plate. He just grabs a massive portion and brings it up to his snout and starts snarling it down.
Oh, I hope you enjoy
It's delicious.
fried chicken cutlets there.
So
Chicken tendies, bro.
this guy said that he followed the Lord of Deceit. You know that's Asmodeus.
So what realm is that? Is that Helheim or something else?
It would just be the Nine Hells.
Okay. Interesting. And what about you, sir? Do I know what race he is?
He's just... You don't? You've never seen one before?
I'll just leave it open at sir then.
Okay. I come from the frost.
I know someone named Frost.
That's
Just
him.
happened?
The polar bear
7.2.
is from the frost. Do you know anything about that frost?
About what?
About the frost? You two might have something in common.
Doubtful. I've been in Valhalla for over 2,000 winters.
I pull the sword out and lay it on the table.
That's exactly what I was looking for.
He seems to pay no attention to it.
Put it back.
Maybe
I
not. Maybe not the same frosts.
Give me an athletics check there, Yorn. Or a strength performance.
Strength performance.
Ooh.
How do I change? Possible to change performances?
Just roll a normal strength check and add your proficiency.
All right, so that'll be a add 4 to that.
Okay.
29.
You guys just hear boom, perfectly
What?
arched back.
That's
I will
so
return.
impressive! This guy comes up and starts feeling up your muscles and stuff. How is this real?
I start trying to instruct them how to suplex each other. It's like it's all about form. It's all about form.
I forgot to put a door here. It's fine. Enjoy your stay in the John there. Okay.
Thanks.
I feel like I'm also encouraging them to be like suplexing dangerously close to the table too.
They did begin to actually do it on each other and try to perfect it. No, he did it like this! As they start just flipping each other around.
This is what Yorn is good for. Creating chaos.
Abby.
Oh, you got Abby at your house now?
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk her for a few days till the fence is done. They're coming Tuesday.
Cool.
Nice.
You can see the bear-like creature while sitting down looks over at the group and like kind of lifts up both of his paws as if he's about to do it, and then he like just shakes his head and just goes back to eating.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Don't have
can certainly
opposable
do it.
thumbs. It's a little hard to get the hook.
So there's this grip. It's called a gable grip, and I think you could do it. Take your paws and you do this. I think you could do the same thing.
He takes his paws and just mashes them together for a little bit, but his paws are just covered in food and sauce and everything that he's eating, and he just like you just hear the smashing of food together as he smacks his paws and tries to make his non-opposable thumbs wrap around one another.
Poor Larry Sr.
You see another two individuals depart. Most of you all notice that one of them literally has a hole just gaped in their chest, like it's continuously just sucking in the air around them.
Oh, that's interesting.
Interesting. Where did they come from?
They were sitting up here.
Oh.
As you see their plates vanish.
The demonic-looking creature kind of like rumbles to himself. That was going to be the closest one I had here. The only one with purpose to return. As he smacks the table with his red hand.
I just kind of walk over here and introduce myself to this table.
You'll notice something looking at the twin knights across the table. They bear symbols of odor.
Oh my. And I look across and I say, "Oh, you two are followers of the faith as well," as I present my holy symbol.
They, in unison, say, "Indeed, we are."
I must hear more if you are willing to share. I am on my pilgrimage across the land currently. As I pull up my sunstone, I'm trying to get to the Western Temple by the end of this solstice, or by the start of it, rather.
Have your travels been fair?
They have, yes. It's been quite an adventure, honestly.
We were both slain fighting an ancient beast.
Oh,
We died during our travels. Our pilgrimage was never complete.
well, that's. Technically, I died as well, and mine shouldn't have been complete. But here I am, alive again. Curious. What kind of creature was it, and do you happen to remember where?
A powerful undead held up into a tower.
I see.
They cast the most foul magics.
Well, if it's any consolation, we do have champions on that side that are actually seeking out powerful, intelligent undead and getting rid of them systematically.
Hmm. You're hot miking, Paul.
How?
I don't know, I hear a fan or something.
It's weird that it just started doing that.
Like a whistle.
It's probably the stupid fan that the previous owner had. Give me a second. Is that better?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. I haven't replaced that fan yet, and it's loud.
It's good to know that Odur's wishes are still being carried out.
Certainly, yes. We do not have the strongest presence as I would like, but I'm working on that, trying to spread his influence across Midgard.
Speaking of Odar, you definitely don't want to go in there. I blew that thing up.
I, I fail to see what that has anything to do with Odur, but fine.
I've been waiting to make that joke for months.
Ah. For now, we will retire. We'll reconvene tomorrow.
I look forward to speaking with you both more.
As you notice that there's seemingly a bunch of doors side by side to the south.
While this wrestling thing is going on, I'd like to while one of them is like not partnered up, I'd like to be like, so where is Thor? This is his hall, no?
Ah, Thor comes and goes as he pleases. But yes, this is Trudheim. He will return back shortly. And that fiend over there would be gone by then, or Thor will smash his head in.
The red one.
Ah, the red one.
Is he pointing at the half dragon?
No, he's pointing at
The-
this
the-
guy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The guy who wants some souls. Got a soul problem. He ain't got enough.
Hey, it's a shame I don't want to be a warlock.
You could call him a soul man, if you will.
Since my fun was taken, I guess I will retire too. See you all after the sun rises. As she walks down
Sleep well, Tanella.
with
As I
her.
don't look at her.
You heard her stop briefly when you said that, and then you hear the sound of her tail dragging against the floor continue.
I'm not a bard or anything, but and then he doesn't say anything.
That's it.
I'm over here playing with 3 sweaty men, okay?
Does this door open when I try to open it?
Yep.
Yorn is having the time of his life right now.
You hear the sound of water running from this door.
Not a
Boy's
sex
about to
test.
make a Constitution saving throw.
Ed will just lean here for a second. I'll shut this door.
Yes, I should depart. As he takes out his scepter and stabs himself in the gut, releasing arcane energy before dispersing into a pool of blood.
Oh,
Wait, you can kill yourself and come back still?
speaking of disgusting, oh my.
The kobold begins snoring on the ground as the polar bear reaches over and starts finishing the food left over. The elven lady that has been thus quiet has quietly gets up and leaves.
I look around and I'm thinking to myself, we don't have lodging.
Oh, I messed up on the map. God damn it. I'll have to fix that sometime. Sorry, it'll work.
Oh.
It's
Send
okay,
you a message, God.
I might be able to give you some time to fix the map real quick. Nature may be calling. I'll be back.
Okay.
If you're so inclined.
Okay.
Just felt more appropriate given the.
Yeah, I didn't have enough time to actually go find a truck. I've been really preoccupied playing God of War. The barbarians get tired of suplexing themselves and also retire for the night.
Well,
Ed's working on his own lodging, guys. So
As Ed, you see 2 of them enter into this room, and another 2 enter into another far room. But the water is continuing to run in the room across from you. At an angle. Or diagonal. That one.
Yeah, just wait.
Vicus.
Yes.
Two people off to your right. You see a slender, darker shade of purplish-skinned elf.
Next to Frost.
Obviously, all of you are together. Why are you here? Purple eyes pretty much just glare down at you. Very intimidating.
Well, frankly, I was hoping to meet Thor.
You and every poor soul that has died and has entered this Thrudheim. Is Thor really that important to you?
Yes.
You lie.
Well, currently, he is normally not really. But since we are here, I figure, why not meet him?
Since we are here, and what has brought you here? Because it can't be just to meet Thor, because you wanting to see him just because you are here. You're not making much sense.
Well, as
I
a
like how
follower,
he's asking the worst liar in the party,
yeah, as
both as a
a
character and player.
follower of Oder, I have always wanted to see Asgard, and it just so happens that once we were here, we were close enough to Thrutan to make this our first stop. I plan to one day see the domain in which Oder rules as well.
I see. So you found yourself in Asgard for the very first time, and you come to Thor's Hall of all places.
Which just happened to be the closest aside from Odin's, and frankly, I was a bit intimidated to go to Odin's first.
Intimidated why? She smiles as you start speaking of Odin.
Well, first off, the Allfather is quite an imposing individual, and frankly, I feel like it would be more intrusive to show up upon his doorstep rather than Thor, who frankly holds gatherings such as these and would be a bit more welcoming.
Welcome. Indeed. Are you sure you weren't intimidated because the Allfather would see your true purpose the moment you stepped into his hall?
I am unsure of what purpose you speak, but he does see a lot of things, most things.
How do you know that?
That's what he's known for.
That's all that he's known for?
Well, no. I mean, he's quite good at genocide and various other types of killing, and
She picks up her cup and takes a very long sip as you are talking.
Alright, I apologize.
Well,
I didn't feel the need to continue as I was.
the talk of his genocide and his massacres was enough of a bold statement to end on, I suppose.
Well, it's no secret, and he doesn't hide from them or behind them. And naturally, that's not all that he's done, but he is quite good at them, and frankly, it intimidates me.
Indeed. And what does it bring ye such a band of party members together to come into Thrudheim? 'Cause you do not match, by any means. We have the fighters, the Vikings, all that wish to see Valhalla, dying in free spirit. You see the band of misfits, soul breakers, all wishing to try and build contracts or to seduce one another, or simply talk about their 2,000 years of battle. Yet we have you paired with this monstrous creature, as elegant as he may look, to that man over there, boistering and quite a lot of muscle. And then you have the very unethical and disgusting creature of a halfling traveling with you all. And your personality stands out the most. You don't match with any of the misfits in your band. So I see it that you are actually the one that could possibly tell me the truth as to why you are actually here.
Well, yeah, I believe I have, and they are, to answer the question of why I'm traveling with him, they are my security retinue. One is an esteemed chef, and they were accompanying me upon my pilgrimage. And we had found ourselves here during that time, and it is still within their contract to aid, accompany, and protect me on this pilgrimage until the date in which I complete it.
David, do me a favor and roll a deception check.
Not
I feel like
being
he told the truth though, so he didn't get advantage.
100% the truth.
I was gonna say, isn't that literally the story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, but he never said why he was here.
You're
Yeah,
you're lying to deceive. You're telling the truth to lie.
He is telling the truth to lie about his purpose of actually being inside of Thrudheim, which was the original question. And
That like that we
why...
must fight to run away.
I guess so. It's
All right,
pretty
then.
close.
Here we go.
There you go, motherfucker! That's what he said.
She looks at you with a pondering, inquisitive look and simply smiles. She goes, I shall reserve myself for the rest of the night. I will retire. I wish you and your friends the best of luck.
Well, thank you. I wish you the best of luck as well.
She then gets up and starts heading down.
Would I have picked up that she is some sort of follower or acolyte or some sort of Odin based on her questioning?
She wears no holy symbols or anything like that, and she also does not have any scars or shimmer to her. So
Okay.
so she's alive.
Interesting.
Ed, you finally hear the water stop running.
After waiting an appropriate amount, Ed will knock on the door.
Come in. As you just see, the half-dragon lady laying in the bath, her tail coming out of the bathtub and wrapping around it on the floor.
Oh God,
Around
not
the
you.
Anyone but you!
I'm gonna lose it.
Well, I thought maybe we got off on a bad foot a little bit, but maybe a little bit of a nightcap is in order. So, and Ed holds up his alchemy jug in one side with the lid already off, as with beer, and he has a thing of Snogsbane in the other hand.
Well, are you gonna stand in the doorway or come join me? As you join the half-dragon lady in the bath.
I'm just letting you guys know I'm using my breathing bubble.
Perfect. That's what it was made for.
With everyone else gone, what does the rest of the party do?
I say we snoop.
I'm snooping.
Oh, you snooping all right.
Checking this cave,
I'll be right
guys. I'll
back.
let you know what I find.
You're free to move
Ah.
around as you wish.
Well,
Paul's moving around all right.
are you gonna be okay?
It was just funny the way that he said that. I didn't
Oh.
even need to say anything. My laughing is all of it.
I would
I
like
found
to
people's-
open this door.
Okay. You open the door. You find yourself staring into a large bedroom with a fairly sized large bearskin rug.
And I see what I see.
You see what you see.
I'm gonna poke my head in. Not my full body, just my head.
Okay.
Just the important bits.
The door closes on your head.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna put the rest of my body in. Do I hear anything?
I'm going to do that
No.
thing where you slowly like actuate the door to see if it's locked, but try not to make any noise with it. On each of these doors down here.
I see what I see, huh?
Yes, you see what you see. And what is preventing you from going into that room that you see is large metal bars for the door.
Let's pause this real quick, DJ. I need to talk to you. Just in like Monday chat real quick. It'll take a couple seconds.
All right, let me do David first. David, there's signs on these 3 doors here
Uh-huh.
that these are washrooms for people to
Oh.
take care of their hygienic purposes.
Well, I go in one and take care of my hygienic purposes.
There you go. You know there's no point in going into like another private room considering I stream this shit, right?
Yeah, no, I need to talk to you. Alright, I gotta bounce real quick. One of my friends just called me and let me know that her mother might have just been shot, so I gotta head over there.
The fuck, dude? Just go. You don't. You don't
Okay,
have to-
well, I wanted to be courteous, so I just
Okay.
want to make sure. So
Alright.
anyway, I'll be back.
Best of luck.
You're gonna get trapped.
Shut up!
That's fuck. Oh, you told him what you found, Shifty?
Yep.
It's not like any of us can stop him.
Yeah. Nothing can happen. The wheels are already moving. I would like to Misty Step into this room.
Okay. You cast Misty Step and you fail to pass through the bars.
Alright. I'm going to go over here and open this door.
Okay.
It's just a can, right?
You see the shitter.
Perfect. Okay. Other than that, room looks clear except for the pile of gold, but no people, no nothing.
You see what you see.
Excellent. All right. Where did the other guys go?
Is someone peeing? I swear I hear piss.
No, it's my fish tank in the background. It's low.
Oh, okay.
Water. I need to
Oh,
put water in it.
I've got the answer. I've got it all figured out. You guys can't be too far away from me, and I'm a genius.
I didn't mean to open that. Is that a washroom as well?
Let's see.
I cast that to.
No, that is marked as a bedroom. Currently
Okay.
unoccupied based off the sign.
Ah.
Who are you casting that to?
Vicus.
Vicus receives your message.
Because I need you to come here. It's very important. After I do that, I will then cast it
Do
to
I
Bjorn,
know
to baby
where?
Bjorn.
Where that is?
I'm still standing in the main out. I'm standing out in the hall, like in the main hall right now. So I
Oh,
came out.
Bjorn, you walked into the kitchen, and you just
Mhm.
see people just prepping and making food.
I have now-
Interesting. I thought it was all magical, and I closed the door.
My
I can't-
immersion is broken.
I cast message on baby Bjorn.
Bjorn
Baby-
comes over.
Baby Bjorn, I need you to come here. It's very important.
What?
Um,
Trust? Yes.
Okay, I will show you first, and then we will decide if we need to get the little one. All right, come with me.
Okay.
Come. Come.
Yes.
As you walk into a very large bedroom.
Hmm.
Ah,
Are there any decorations in here?
Oh, there are. There's many portraits of Thor, Mjolnir,
Ah,
dead giants.
And I look
Sif.
at the two of them and I say, I'm not doing this. Absolutely not.
I knew we were going to need to get the little one. And I walk back out, hoping that I'm close enough. And I cast message, hoping it gets to Ed.
Your spell fails.
Oh, I'm gonna walk further out into the room and try it again.
Ed, you get a message received inside of your head.
Ed, I really need you to come here. It's of the utmost importance.
Not trying to put you on the spot, Tercept. Where am I at in my process at the moment? Like, are we at the end of this process? I don't know how long it's been.
it's
You
a
ha-
long tunnel you're following there, bud.
You have a lot of exploration to do with the half dragon.
I can't. Can I reply to his message?
You can.
Yes.
Busy at the moment. I'll get back to you in like I don't know, a little while.
I cast it. I cast message again and go, no, Ed, there are more important things than whatever you're doing over here.
Doubt that.
If you, I cast it again. If you saw what I just saw, you would change your mind.
Ditto.
Look, Ed, what do I have to do to convince you to get out here now?
You lack the proper equipment. Just give me 5 minutes.
If you don't come out here, I'm going to be forced to to decide the answer to a very particular problem with Bjorn.
I absolutely trust your decision on whatever it is. I back you 100% as long as I get to finish what I'm doing.
we know where he went. I know where he went, right? 'Cause I saw him.
Everyone knows he
Float after.
went north. Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Bjorn. We will figure this door out.
We should just go pull him out of whatever hole he's stuck in.
I think between the two of us, we have an cumulative intelligence of -2, so we should be able to figure this out.
Yeah, the only thing you get in your reply is, I back whatever decision you make 100%. I trust you to do the right thing.
All right, do we just pull on it really hard?
I
That's
wish
really
I would.
all we're good at.
I tried to Misty step through it. I wish I would have thought of that first. It makes way more sense.
I feel like we're gonna like try to double team this thing.
Yep, I'm gonna
Now you're
go.
talking double team supreme.
That's what you call teamwork.
The question is do I get to roll with advantage?
Are you going to rage?
So I
Let me-
look.
Let me check first. Yes, I will rage.
I step in here and then I look at the sign. Does it change to occupied? Of the
Yes.
room? Nice. And then I lock the door.
No, it didn't.
That's still good.
29!
I am going to. I'm doing like my bedtime ritual stuff. So I'm like putting all my stuff down. I'm getting like this whatever, and then I'm gonna go take a bath, and then I'm gonna come back and go to sleep. Like that's all that Vicus is doing now.
That's the same thing I'm doing, Vicus.
I like to think if Callum was here, he would help us.
I have requested a dexterity saving
Ah.
throw from you.
I
It's a
see.
new module.
I see. That is okay. Am I good?
No.
I'm in the process. By the way, I'm in the process of doffing my armor, just so we're all aware that this is going to take 10 minutes.
Sorry, I need to take off some more. Your rage halved the damage when it shouldn't have. I don't think. You're not. Are you a bear?
No, I haven't hit. We haven't
No.
gained another level yet.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But
Well,
I've
just-
been waiting very patiently to get bear totem.
Yeah. Let me see here.
But soon.
And then
Okay.
level 4, and shit's gonna go crazy.
As lightning
Oh!
just shocks the shit out of you.
I feel like, Frost, you can like see my bones as I'm being electrocuted.
Yeah. Well, did you see my actual face? Well,
I don't know.
that's the same
That
face
did-
Frost makes.
But you do end up ripping the door from the
You did
hinges.
Yes!
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what's happening exactly, but I have a good idea.
Nice. Me as a player loves this. Vicus is
As
horrified.
I'm like, doors open.
You did great.
A loud crack of thunder can be heard from outside.
This is how you get Thor to show up. You rob his ass. We've hacked the system. Hack
Okay.
the planet!
So
Solved.
I imagine I hear that in my room. Yes.
Oh yes, it's extremely loud.
I am-
Is Yorn coherent enough to understand what he just heard?
I would just like to let you guys know that I did my Constitution saving throw and I finished at the same time as the thunder.
Yes. So I'm in the process of like I've gotten the gauntlets off, right, and I'm starting to unbuckle shit, and all of a sudden I hear this thunder, and I think to myself, "Glad I'm not in that room."
It's okay. It's okay. I have an escape plan.
I have an alibi.
Dimension Taurus, please.
That is my plan. But wait.
Please.
But let's see if we can get anything first.
Throw it in the hole! Throw it in the hole! Wait, is that happening in your room or mine?
All
Well,
right.
if you're gonna grab something, you don't have very long.
Yep. I'd like to grab quick.
So is this initiative time?
All right, you walk in there. Roll wisdom saving throw.
Excellent. I'm so wise, you don't even know. I just want you guys to know I have a Calabras left, and I
I
plan
was
to
gonna
use
say,
it.
you should use Calabras, guys.
Oh boy.
Oops, I accidentally just tried to roll a death save. Okay. Use
Probably what you're gonna be rolling in a
foreshadowing.
second.
That was a little preemptive.
No, I
Judging
don't-
the amount of damage that I took,
Why won't it let me do this? What is going on here?
That.
What
Here.
is going on?
Yeah, that happens
Hold
when you
on.
talk about 6 of these.
Oh, okay, I got it. Oh,
Highlight.
that was one. Hold on, I
Okay,
can
you
do a
walk
second.
into the room and now you're frozen in place.
I get 2 of them. Thank you very much.
You're still frozen in place.
oh, that's some shit right there.
It was a valiant attempt.
I can't use my fucking thing as a reaction. Could I have given him bardic inspiration?
That would have been nice.
If I had sending, I would have sent you.
If
would-
I
or
was any
message.
more intelligent than my character, I'd
It's
have
fine.
given him bardic inspiration.
Look, here's the deal. This is going exactly how it should go with these two characters trying to break
I
into
know.
this room.
Yorn, you hear footsteps. Loud, booming footsteps coming from the main hall.
You know, if you hadn't walked in the room, you might have been able to talk yourself out of it. Now it's kind of that situation where, like, you walk in the room and you're on top of someone, and you're like, I don't know, I slipped, fell, and
Hold on. No.
I landed in the hole.
Ha 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 ha. Yorn is gonna run, slide under the bed, and cast non-detection on himself.
You son of a bitch! You left me!
You're frozen! I'm not
Oh my goodness.
and I'll give you my stealth. I'm gonna burn one of my clappers
Oh
and
my
bardic
God.
inspiration.
I am dying.
and I'm gonna use my bonus action to give myself bardic inspiration.
Oh my god.
Because I'm not that good at stealth.
Well, I mean, you are a mountain, so the bed is actually up like 4
Yeah,
inches.
it's
off
humped
the
up
ground.
like this. So far, not great.
And off to a great start.
And then,
for roleplay.
So I have a 20 for stealth with non-detection under the bed. And 5 fucking hit points. 7 hit points.
If
As
you roll
I-
a 1 there, I would imagine you just in the corner, like with your hands over your head, and you're just giggling.
Yeah.
as you hear footsteps come in,
Vicus is
And then Frost died.
Can I still speak when I'm frozen?
no.
Vicus walks out into the main hall and he's putting his gloves on.
I wanted to. Might have wanted to just.
Oh, I
This
can't
is
even.
such a
I don't-
shit show.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Hey guys, you'll never guess what I found.
Is it who, what, or who?
Both?
Why are you taking half damage?
'Cause I'm a god. I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no clue.
Yeah, I don't know. That. Okay.
The real question is do I feel hidden?
Um.
Oh come on, he's got to be distracted by the fact that there's a frozen guy inside of this room.
The.
By the
To be
way-
perfectly fair, he found exactly what he was expecting to find.
I
Someone
think
frozen in his treasure room.
Are you a
Me
calm,
too. I'm
reasonable
also
person?
frozen in a treasure room right now.
Hey-o, the
yeah.
treasure hole.
you guys need to hurry up and get out of Valhalla after this, so you can get back to the airship and pick up my new character.
General definitely not Grievous.
Dude, that would be such a cool character to play, for real.
We even gave him the sickly personality.
I am going.
Yeah,
I'm
you
going
have
to
to play
try.
like that too, because we paid gold.
I'm going to try and speak.
As he just smacks you
Need to
into
find a
your
voice
back,
changer.
you feel a blunt weapon just smack you into your back.
That's Mjolnir.
I'm aware. By the
You
way,
just got
when it asked,
fucking bitch
when the-
slapped by Mjolnir.
by the way, when the rolls ask, it says Artorias Frost is hit by Mjolnir. You can use a reaction.
I'm going to try
I can
and
also
sneak
see
up.
what the total
Oh.
is. Guess what? Reactions won't matter.
Oh, you get to see the total too?
Yes.
I'm sneaking. I'm trying to sneak up.
Oh.
By the
Did
way, guys,
Frost get hit so hard he pooped
I'm-
himself?
I'm dead.
As Yorn, you just see Frost's body just thump forward, face
I
plant
feel like I'm
to the
like
ground.
looking up the bottom of the bed.
No, the bed's humped up, so
As the man before you drags Frost out by his foot, comes over here, and with a good smack of his hammer, the door is repaired instantly. You thought you could steal from me, the god of thunder? And he brings the hammer down again on Frost's head. Crushing it.
Timid
see-
knocking.
You see nothing but blood spilling out.
That's how
Thieves
Frost
in my
dies.
hall?
That's how Frost dies. Does that count as dying in battle?
it's kind of bullshit. I didn't even get a swing at. I just want to let everybody know that Thor's a giant pussy and he hits people that are frozen.
Yeah, fight me fairly, bro. Still kills you.
As you see Thor scanning the room, and he gets and looks over in this direction before coming back and looking directly at you, Yorn.
This is how Yorn dies too.
Coward! Hiding under my bed, where I sleep with my wife. He comes over.
Yorn just body presses the bed off of himself.
As he attempts to grapple you.
Mistake.
Thankfully, I'm still raging because I took damage. God damn it. I'm gonna die.
That's not
Ooh.
good.
Oh? What?
Dude, you have no shot.
I
He was
didn't
hit-
even get to roll. It rolled for me.
Yeah, you could roll another d20 because it didn't give you advantage, but
By the way, that's super lame that it rolls for you.
I hit the wrong button. I could just hit request, and then I could do.
45? Shenanigans.
I mean, he is a god, guys.
Shenanigans.
I'm just saying, I'm glad I stayed in playing Cave Explorer than playing Death Explorer.
As
you
he just
probably could have figured out a better way to get through this door than ripping it off its hinges.
as he
Probably.
just drags you out of his room.
This, you got a way better fucking deal.
I look
I
at
was
him
standing
straight
right
in the
here.
face and I'm like, you know, deep down inside, you're pretty impressed that I pulled the door off the hinges.
He knows.
You just see a very angry Thor just dragging Jorn by his ankle out of the room.
Doesn't have a whole lot of hair to drag him by, so.
And he just completely ignores you, Vicus, as he just walks down. You see the hammer in his hands as he comes here, and on this large metal plate, he throws Yorn onto it.
I would like to let you know that Yorn is not going down smoothly. He is kicking and punching. Even though he knows it's fairly futile.
It's like a
okay,
child at the moment.
I-
man.
I kind of speak up. Pardon me, Thor, god of thunder.
As you see, he takes his hammer and he has it raised, ready, with one hand holding Yorn down, his muscles bulging You can feel static energy coming off of him. What is it, mortal?
I would just like to say that whatever you're doing now is probably justified. But I would like to take a moment and talk about this, if possible.
Speak quickly, or your friend perishes.
Okay. Well, yes, he is an idiot. Yes, absolutely. And I cannot come up with an excuse for why he was in your room.
Petty thievery.
Petty thievery. Well,
I was just asked to open a door.
yeah. Oh, well, he did. I don't know what happened there. I am severely, pleading with you to let him go. As was he the one in the vault room actively stealing things? Is this just in those terms?
He violated the sanctuary of my bedroom.
Well, that is certainly true. However, had he stolen, or was there intent to steal within the state in which he found this one? Or was he cowering in fear from your resplendent self?
Considering the scars on his flesh from the lightning enchantment of the door, he's the one who ripped it open.
With these muscles.
Yawn, shut the fuck up, Yawn.
I'm proud of you for going down like not a bitch.
He refuses to go down, not a bitch.
Meanwhile, Ed is going down on a bit.
He's going to throw you as he picks you up by your ab muscles and throws you. You can do a contested athletics to not be thrown.
Really?
Do it.
Contested athletics.
Dude, it would be cool if you do it. Roll that 20.
I assume that I'm still raging at this point.
I didn't know
Oh,
that was
no.
possible. I'm just.
This is panicking Yorn.
As Yorn gets
If he would have rolled
tossed.
a 1,
Oh, hold on. I have a thing for this.
Actually,
I cast Featherfall on myself to slow the throw.
So he ends up going like half the distance and gliding
I
down on
don't
the
take
second
fall damage.
With what
I'm
force
sweating.
he
I just want to
threw,
let you guys know.
when you cast Featherfall, you have already hit the table here, so you take at least some damage, but Featherfall lets you float across the table and then land on the other side of the tables here. You want to act so smart and tough. Why were they in my room?
I am not acting smart or tough. I just asked a couple of questions. I do not know, as I was not in there with them. However, they are with me. I cannot say exactly why they were there. However, I can say that this certainly won't happen again.
He reaches out and grabs your holy symbol.
I don't flinch.
I
As
think you
much as
need
he
to
wants.
do what is that? Not Constitution, Wisdom.
I don't flinch. But my eyes close and I turn my head.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put your character on the spot. I just felt like the Vigus I know at least needs to have a wisdom saving throw there.
You feel him release your holy symbol as he grabs one of your arms. Where'd you get these scars?
I got them.
You know how I got these scars.
I got these from 2 adult blue dragons on Midgard. That man, as I point over to Yorn, were holding down for the rest of my party to slay.
I'm like coughing up blood, and I'm like, I pinned him to the ground.
As I hold them out, you can see that they are not fresh.
Remove the corpse of your friend from my room, and see that it does not happen again.
I certainly will. I do have a question pertaining to the death of my friend. Since he has died in Valhalla, will he return upon the morning?
I guess you'll have to just wait and find out.
I certainly will. And the reason I ask such a question,
You feel the
Is that-
static energy continue to build.
I will have a strong reprimand and rebuke for him if he wakes. If not, then justice has been dealt. And I go in to grab.
As you see Frost's body with no head and just splattered brains and skull.
Can I just say I love that Vegas is the one that's in the room right now, that this is great for me as a player.
Oh god.
Constitution saving throw. I'm
100%.
God.
100%. As I definitely throw up on the floor. Oh. All right. Okay, let's move. As I'm dragging him, I have to turn away. I'm grabbing both of his feet, and I'm just pulling him without looking. He's probably banging into stuff, and I'm just trying to drag him out without looking at the horrifying scene that is behind me.
As you notice a woman wearing armor, a shield, and sword on her back. My love, do you always have to make such a mess of our room?
I can clean it shortly.
There's a trail of blood and ice.
Can I? Do you need me to? Is there anything I can put him on so I don't drag him across the whole floor? I certainly don't want to make the mess any worse. Please.
As she comes and picks up his corpse with one arm and just throws it into the corner on the opposite end of the room.
Blood flying everywhere.
I'm assuming it gets all over me, and I am.
Indeed, it is.
It's all in. Did I get it in my mouth?
Please, oh god. I must say that I absolutely apologise for his antics, and ruining your evening.
We'll have to just continue the hunt another day.
I
It's-
Hunt. Is there anything I could assist with?
No. As she goes into the room. As Thor places his hammer on the metal pedestal. And also walks into his room.
I am shuddering and slowly walking over to Yorn.
Yorn's just like looks like he's gonna be crippled for the rest of his life, and he's like, I'll be okay. Don't worry about me.
Now, oh,
I hurt so much I can't even kiss my own boo boos.
I will assist.
uh I look at Vicus and I'm like, can you do something about our friend?
Currently, no, but I will attempt something in the morning. Also, just stay here a moment. Don't do anything stupid.
I look him square in the eyes and then I look over at the hammer.
Not yet. You're not yet. As I cast that at a second level.
At a second level, so it's 2 hit points.
Yeah, so 2, it would be, what, 4 or whatever?
Right. It's 4 until I hit half health. 1 minute.
I will be back.
Turns.
I've got a plan for Frost. So I go there. I try to pick him up. Is he super heavy?
He's fairly heavy, but with the amount of blood and stuff that he's lost, he's a little lighter.
Okay. Well, I'm not like super weak. I got a 15 strength. I can probably battlefield carry him to that other room.
Yeah.
All right. So I do that. And when I take him there,
Were you on the far right room or the one? Yeah, you were on the far right room.
yeah.
Just... Yorn, you see Vicus go through the southern doors here.
And I tell him as I'm leaving, when you're finished, follow me. And then I pull out the stone, and I start prepping everything and wait for Yorn to show up. And I also
Which door was it?
It's down here.
Oh. Thank you.
Yorn, I need you to go and get Ed, tell him to stop whatever it is he's doing, and meet us here. I have to do something for Frost, and it will take probably an hour or more.
I just give him a thumbs up and I was like, we did pretty good out there.
Anyone know message or sending? Above
Um,
table?
I know sending.
I can cast message too, so
Contact Ed and tell him to meet us here.
did we all take message as a cantrip?
I didn't.
This is like the first
Oh.
time I've seen message being used so often in a campaign.
All right. So I begin to use the Eternal Flame to resurrect Frost.
Okay.
Oh god.
I don't even know how it's ringing because it's on Do Not Disturb.
Well, anyways, I message Ed.
Hang on 1 second. This is actually an important call.
We will wait.
Sorry, there's like 2 people that are on ignored do not to call, and that was one of them. Does Ed get the message?
Yes.
The message that Yorn is going to send is, Edwin, stop. It's hammer time.
You get a reply. Plenty of hammering going on here. That's it. Oh,
Can
I'll
I
add
see?
on there.
Can I see which door they were?
The
They
other
like
thing
were
you'll
supposed to
get
go
is-
in.
The other thing you'll get is Frost already tried to get me to leave. It needs to be important.
The hammer.
Yes, we're here for the hammer.
It's time.
You just get ... back.
You're
Don't
on
you
red.
Be more
Don't
direct.
you
Above
leave
the
me on
table-
red.
Okay.
Ghosted and on red.
I'm gonna paint a picture for you right now. You're laying down some pipe, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is what you're getting as messages. You're not gonna stop laying down pipe. I understand above the table what's happening
I know.
as a player, but my character has no idea. I'm not trying to be
Which
difficult.
door is Edwin in?
You see multiple doors that read
Did they
occupied.
just say occupied on them?
Yes, but the washroom seems to have some noise coming from it, considering that's close by.
I just fucking opened the door.
Okay.
Edwin is butt naked with an exception of the helmet. He hasn't taken it off. Oh, Yorn, come on in.
I close the door.
The tub's not large enough.
I look at Edwin and I'm like, we have an hour.
Mind you, he is fucking scarred, freshly scarred with electricity.
Yeah.
He's likely splattered with blood.
Blood all over me. Blood
Wait a
from
minute.
frost multiple times splattered my body.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like fun blood. What happened?
Fun blood.
Ed, finish. We need to go.
I mean, sorry about this. Sometimes my friends can be, well, I'm sure you know. And without even putting any clothes on, I'm just gonna grab my staff and fly over and go.
I'm gonna
"Where are we
grab
going?"
Ed by the leg, and I was like, "You never leave the job unfinished. Go finish."
At
I'll wait
least.
for you.
I'll be right back.
And then he shuts the door.
Well, I'm still not satisfied.
Fuck. Okay.
Telepathically through the door. Sorry, I already used that breathing bubble. So if you still have yours, she really likes that.
I don't have a breathing. I wasn't with you guys then. Oh, what kind of check do you want me to make? I'm
Meanwhile, Ed is buzzing around
almost
like,
deaf.
what the fuck? Where
I'm
the
almost
fuck?
at
I'm
death
butt
at this
naked.
Just
point.
roll a performance check at disadvantage. Because you're just like mentally and physically fucked.
I'm so mentally and physically exhausted right now. Oh boy, look at that.
You seem to be able to perform even under such stress.
Under duress, Yorn can just he knows what needs to be done.
This is something he's done many times before. Is that a
I
survival
can
check?
almost do it in my sleep.
You see a stream of blood that leads to this door down here.
I don't even knock.
Hold the
I
punch
just
right.
I push to the door. Ed walks in or floats in, butt naked, wearing a helmet and holding a staff.
You're gonna have to wait because David's AFK.
Okay. The only thing I'm gonna say is, what the fuck?
Bert the Perk.
Oh
It was
god.
actually fun trying to find him because I had no idea where you guys were.
Oh, don't worry. Yorn is finishing up for me.
And that's how Jorn got the name Sloppy Sick. We're Eskimo brothers now.
This session has gone so differently than what I planned for. And I'm just
That's D&D,
I
friend.
I need to know the alternate reality of what would have happened if Tim was here.
There's no. This is one of those things,
Guess
man.
what? Reality is right now, buddy.
Flashpoint
Oh
paradox,
my
baby.
fucking god. Alright. So Vicus, Ed floats in, completely butt-ass naked, holding his gear. He says, "What the fuck?" As he's just floating there with his dick
I'm
dangling.
concentrated on the spell. I can't.
I've got both staffs out, my friend.
I am 100% concentrated on the ritual here that I'm doing. I can't respond.
Staffs out for Harambe.
Alright.
That's all I got.
So Vicus is performing some sort of magical ritual.
I got a good idea of what that is.
Yeah, you probably saw it once before.
Yorn, go ahead and roll me a d10.
Roll you a d10?
Yeah.
This is a volume level.
That's how many minutes it takes for you to satisfy the half-dragon.
I mean, she was already mostly there by the sound of it.
Yes.
I warmed it up for you.
I'm really this year to finish up for you, bud.
You... Everything is finished, and you may return to your party members.
Could you just drag me across the screen so I don't have to walk?
Sure. You don't want to do the walk of shame? You don't want to do the walk of shame?
I do the walk of shame. I don't think that it's shame, so...
I thought it was more
Yorn
the
is
shame of
completing the
getting this
mission.
ass kicked by Thor.
Only two people. Well, no. Only one other person knows about that. And he's concentrating right now.
So you walk into the bedroom. Ed is just still dangling naked.
I
And
mean, at this point, if I don't have anything else to do, I guess I'll start clothing myself.
okay.
I'll throw Vigor on my boy at level 2, so you should be pretty much full up now.
Though the electric scars remain.
We're all touched by electricity, we are.
At the end of the hour,
Oh, while he's doing that, I also want to do scrying on Callum.
ping scrying for me, please.
Hang on 1 second. I closed my backup sheet, so give me just a second to get to it.
Oh.
Has to be on the same plane of existence for you. It fails.
Well, he's not here. Knowing that failed.
I sent you a message, Shifty. You may have to scroll up because of the scrying message.
Don't see. Oh, yeah.
So when this finishes, I immediately respond to the sending that was sent to me, and my response is, "You have no fucking idea." Wait to hear about this.
Oh my god.
Well, Yorn when I'll hold my ale. Oh, oh man.
So I guess Jordan, we can both go ahead and check the ghost off of our punch card now. That's got to be. It's probably not the first, but we have to be an exclusive club.
Just wait till you try the Moondog next time.
Yeah, I really wish I would have asked to do the pig on a spit maneuver on that one. Maybe next time.
Shifty's thinking. You're muted, by the way, Shifty.
He's thinking if he wants to come back or.
No, I already said yeah.
Okay. So at the end of the hour, your ritual succeeds as magical flame comes from the stone and enters Shifty's chest as a flame-like head begins to appear as it begins to materialize and freeze back to its normal self.
I have a gift for that.
And Frost takes a deep breath in, goes as you find yourself awake on a bed with Vicus hovering or like hunched over you.
Soaked in blood.
Frost, what? Why?
What?
What happened and why?
Thor is a bitch.
Oh, right. That's why I'm putting your head back together.
He hits frozen people. Doesn't even fight like real
Well, fair. Okay.
man. God.
Okay.
Bitch.
Well. We've got to do this
What do
now,
we do now?
because we will not have another opportunity. That, or we go with Plan B.
Speaking of that.
Oh yeah, hold on. Sorry. That was almost a 1.
Have a ghost baby.
That would be interesting. That would have to be a first.
So.
Plan B being, I confess the reason we're here and trying to lie about why you were in the vault. Or I could just say the whole thing and say it was the Lord of the Deep's plan the entire time. That he had charmed Frost and Frost had to do this against his will, blah 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 blah.
And you couldn't do it because it would cause you psychic pain. Maybe we get Frost to do that. Maybe we say that him dying broke the spell.
Well, it would.
Yes, it's believable. What do you think, Frost?
Now that everyone's awake, I vote we get the fuck out of here.
We steal the Declaration of Independence.
I think he's still getting his head back together. I have no idea what that is.
Yes. So we'll circle back to that. But for now, Mjolnir.
Well, I'm pretty sure I saw it over here, behind the table.
Yeah, it was.
So it's just
Was
kind of
over
out.
there.
I think we just grab it and go. We have the belt. Let's just go.
You're muted, Frost.
I'm not
Still
talking to you
muted.
guys.
Okay.
Oh. Did
As
you
I
do that
slap,
on?
I slap Yorn on the back.
Yes.
I'm also gonna go like, you got this, buddy.
I just to let you know, if I am able to pick up this hammer, DM, until I am no longer in possession of this hammer, I'm casting non-detection on it.
Okay.
So it will not be able to be found by magical means.
And you know what? If we spray paint it a different color, no one will know.
Yeah, you know. All right, let's do this.
I look to everyone else and I say, do we have the Bifrost ready to go?
Who had the Bifrost key?
Right here.
Okay. Well,
The
I
moment,
really hope
the
that
exact moment it is in his hands, in his possession, we leave.
How long did it take for me to do the Bifrost last time? Was it instant?
Moments.
Like if I were to start it while he's picking it up.
There's no starting. It's think of the location, do the intelligence check, and it goes.
Okay.
Here-
I'm ready then.
I think we should probably go outside though.
Well, you gotta pick it up.
It seems rude to Bifrost in somebody's house.
It's also rude to steal from their vault.
I had no intention of stealing from that vault, and you can't prove otherwise.
I just wanted to see if I could open it. I never shy away from a challenge, I say.
All right, so outside we go.
I mean, Mjolnir's here.
I'm just gonna like finger touch it and see what happens.
Okay. You finger touch the hammer.
Nothing happens.
It is hiding behind the bucket while he does that.
That would be a keg.
That's what I meant.
I walk to the door.
I'm gonna look over at Ed and can you see if there's anything magical about the stand that the hammer's on?
I can. Give me a second. I might not have it prepared. Give me a second. I don't have it prepared. I'd have to cast it. Give me a minute.
10 minutes.
As a ritual. I feel like
know
everyone's
if we have
asleep at this point. So if they're not coming from me just touching it, then we're probably fine to wait 10 minutes.
This whole hall radiates with magic. Everything seems to be have some sort of magic to it.
Okay, but is there any focused around Mjolnir that doesn't seem to be Mjolnir itself?
Yes, the pedestal it's on is magical.
The pedestal's magical.
Can you see what school of magic it's from?
God.
I'm getting that right now. Give me a second. Transmutation.
Transmutation.
I don't like that.
I'm pretty sure if I cast a spell magic, that bad things are gonna happen.
Most likely.
What if I cast it as you're picking it up? What's the worst that could happen at that point?
I have guidance and I have enhance. I don't need enhanced ability as.
I'm doing it more for the carry weight.
It is going
Well,
to.
that's the point. That's supposed to be the point of the belt and the gloves.
Ed is going to stand back 119
Yes.
feet away.
But I'm also doubling that.
Ed is going to stand 119 feet away from the pedestal, and as Yorn is picking it up, he's going to cast a spell magic.
I will let you know that if you double my carry capacity, I can carry 3,000 pounds.
You're still going to have a check, I guarantee.
I know.
You might want to use Calabrese on this one. I just got a feeling. All right, are you doing it?
We should all be there. Are we okay? Before
We should
what?
just
Time
all
out.
be near this.
Are we bifrosting as soon as he touches it, or are we
I think
going
we
to
bifrost when it
stupidly try to leave the house?
No, I think we do it when it's happening.
Then we
So-
all hold hands. We all touch
Mhm.
each other, and then the
Mhm.
second it's off that pedestal, we boom go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, deal.
I'm gonna dispel magic when he picks
Frost,
it up, though,
come
because
here,
maybe it
please.
might stop any alarm or anything. You know, kind of like Indiana Jones, where he does this, like that.
Ed, please.
What?
How could this possibly
here.
go wrong?
What do you want me to do? Stand right there. How about I stand behind Yorn? That sounds like
Perfect.
Yeah. All right. You guys ready?
Yorn is going to put his entire hands on the hammer.
As he's picking it up, I'm going to cast at 5th level the spell magic.
Are you putting both hands on the handle?
No, why would I need to?
Okay. I'm just asking.
I can wield this son bitch with one hand.
You pick up Mjolnir, Ed, you cast the spell magic.
On the pedestal.
Yep.
Do I sense anything happening with detect magic up when I did that? Did the transmutation go away?
It seems to be suppressed.
Okay.
We
So,
need to go.
You pick up the hammer. It's heavy.
I buy
Very
frost.
heavy.
I buy
It's
frost.
very
I
very
buy
heavy.
frost. I'm bifrosting.
Give me intelligence check.
Is that a saving throw? What is that?
Straight intelligence check.
Oh, ability check. Okay. That's good
Yep.
enough.
Where on the world map are you taking the party? What teleportation circle?
Where were we when we left?
It
We
has
had
to
a
be.
plan to go back.
It has to be a teleportation circle. Unless you're gonna. Unless you will risk teleport rules.
Where were we when we left? We want to go to Monsanto, right?
Yeah, I think we didn't want to go to Monsanto because the airship is there.
Well, we want the airship, right?
Right.
So, do we know of a teleportation circle at Monsanto?
Yes.
Yes.
Monsanto.
I'm also casting as he's revving up the old Bifrost. I'm gonna cast non-detection on the hammer.
Okay. As you feel the roof above you shatter as you are projected upwards into the sky through the Rainbow Bridge, as you hear an outrageous roar and the sound of a horn blowing, fading away in the distance.
Perfect. That's exactly how I imagine this going. Guess what? No matter what we do, is not going to be as bad as taking Mjolnir, so...
Jorn, you can go ahead and double-click that loot pile there and add Mjolnir to your sheet.
Oh boy. Take.
I'll be back. Am I good to go for a minute?
Yes.
Alright, I'll be back.
So what would have happened if I grabbed it with two hands?
You would have grabbed it with two hands.
Oh. No, I can. I mean, I've built my character around being narcissistically strong, so I feel like he would definitely have just one-handed it until one hand was not enough.
But it's in your inventory, so you should be able to take a look.
I don't. I might have to close my inventory and reopen it.
No, because I just opened it. It's not there. Interesting.
Well.
Well, I will just drag it onto your sheet.
It says pick up the following items blank.
There it is.
Hmm.
There goes. So, feel free to read that description and understand all of that.
Wow, only a +1.
It hit plenty hard.
Yeah, but when the owner of it has 40 strength, guess what?
Does not have 40 strength.
He had like a +20 something.
Correct. It's the CR level is way beyond bounded accuracy. Because gods don't have stat blocks in D&D.
Player 2. Interesting.
We must hurry. I do not want to be around this thing any longer than we have to.
Well, the Bifrost does take some time to travel with. It's not an instantaneous transport.
I am thinking to myself, it is time to go. We need to leave. It's time to go.
Interesting. It's like a hammer of thunderbolts plus some, because I get spells. Although I will have to unattune from my bracers of defense, unfortunately. I do not have the appropriate amount of attunement slots.
You're going to equip Thor's hammer.
Yes.
It's just,
Do you see a problem with this?
yes.
Yes.
It takes an hour of which we could be moving and traveling.
This is after I mean, we're gonna have to wait for the airship at some point.
No,
We have to turn this in.
we do not have to wait for the airship until we are done with this stupid idea.
We're giving this to somebody else. We're not even keeping it.
Yeah.
Right, but we don't have to give it to him right away.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do. Look, Thor already killed me once. I don't want to do it twice.
All right, now who's being a pussy?
Look. So
From the guy who hid under the bed.
this is
Didn't
I
even drag
can't-
me with him.
this is going to be
You were frozen.
Right.
I wasn't going into the room to grab you and be frozen.
Oh my god, this session.
Honestly, Thor shouldn't just leave his hammer laying around.
Who the fuck is
No.
gonna walk away with it?
We did, clearly.
Yeah. Do you think anybody else in that hall had the power to walk away with the hammer?
Maybe the person with the fucking fancier orb than ours.
Here's the thing, though. We didn't tell him any of our names, so that's good.
Nope, just all the other people in the hall.
uh,
They're dead anyway. It's fine.
Doesn't matter how they died, they're still losers because they're
Yep.
dead.
They're dead.
They also don't have Mjolnir.
That's true. Get fucked, nerds.
Actually, none of those have require attunement. Only Mjolnir
Okay.
has attunement. Interesting.
I spent all that time you guys were doing that stuff,
Ah,
trying to find a robot voice changer.
if I attune to it, it gives me 29 strength. Oh, baby Bjorn is so big and strong.
Baby Bjorn.
Baby Bjorn, so big and strong. Oh,
Yeah.
You probably shouldn't use it because Thor will probably instantly know where we are.
I have cast non-detection on it.
I bet using it is gonna undo that.
Why would using it undo that?
You're questioning a god's hammer.
It's just a hammer.
Oh yeah, walking around Asgard with Mjolnir. Yeah, nobody's gonna notice. Zero
We're not
people,
walking around Asgard. We left Asgard.
or Midgard rather.
You saw plenty of hammers of that likeness inside of the Lord of the Deeps. Weapon racks.
Yeah, I bet identical.
What, Mjolnir wannabes?
They would be your standard hammer of thunderbolts.
Hmm. He has a bunch of them. I wonder if he'd let me have one.
Maybe you should ask him when we give him the real thing.
No,
Can I at least
No.
kill one thing with it?
that is not the deal. No.
Well, maybe we can add more onto the deal. I wasn't part of the deal. I wasn't here.
I have changed the terms of our agreement.
Sounds like you don't have much to say here or bargaining, seeing as we have the hammer and you don't. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I really want to figure out a way to get back into Thor's hall and get into that fucking room.
Jesus Christ.
You really want to die a glorious death, don't you?
That wasn't very glorious. He froze me before he fought me. At least I could have swung at him.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything glorious about that.
No, I was frozen.
Oh,
I think that's like the barbarian equivalent of dying while taking a shit.
Yeah.
Pretty accurate.
All right.
But your
Does anyone
journey.
say anything when we land in this teleportation circle with Mjolnir?
Your journey to Monsanto completes as your location comes clearer in your mind as you physically transport here.
I vote we put it in the hole, guys.
Frost, bloodied and broken, still recovering with a level of exhaustion. Yorn, scarred to shit. Vicus covered in blood. And Ed still halfway dressed.
Yorn, put a shirt on.
I don't
Okay.
have a shirt.
Are you fucking kidding me?
If you remember, my shirt was destroyed by these gigantic lizards as they tried to eat me.
We never got another shirt. Okay, well, all right. We'll get you a shirt, first thing. Second thing, we must get to soldering. Oh, I guess it's nighttime, huh?
It is nighttime. As you
Right.
exit the teleportation circle here and walk outside. Clear skies as clouds slowly but surely roll in as thunder and lightning can be heard in the distance.
Yep. Time to hire a carriage and get on the road immediately to soldering. I head off to find passage.
Oh, is Callum back with us as we teleport in?
He is not.
If only life could be so convenient.
Roll an investigation or persuasion check at disadvantage.
God fucking damn it, dude.
You fail to find
Oh, where's Paul?
passage.
Reroll ones. Paul! Come back! We need you to say he can reroll his one.
Yeah, go ahead and re-roll it.
All right.
Hey, look at that.
Oops, that was perception, not persuasion.
fuck. The fuck.
But it's the same, so we're good.
You find somebody that could provide passage, though they're very tired as they were getting ready to go to bed, and they can do it in the morning.
Throw
Okay.
gold at him, Vicus.
Can I? It is of the utmost importance that we leave now. If you need anything
we
to
can
keep
walk.
yourself going, let me know, and I can make it happen. We can drive the carriage, but as long as you are with us and we are moving it, it is not stolen. Is that doable for you? We will pay a premium.
2,000 gold.
Perfect. Does anyone have 2,000 gold?
I actually think I do. Hold on.
I have 1,000. I have 130 platinum pieces. Can
Give me a
anyone
second.
else
Just
cover?
check. Give me a second to check my prison wallet. I have 1,647 gold.
Perfect. I would like 700 of that, and I will give him the 130 platinum pieces that I have.
His eyes light up and says, "Right this way, gentlemen," as he escorts you to a quite nice carriage. I will get my secondary driver, and we'll get on the road shortly.
Perfect. Thank you. We are heading to soldering, good sir,
To soldering it is.
as quickly as we can muster.
Doubled pace.
I'd ask. I don't know. I don't know if it's ready. I don't know what time it is. However, we need to get moving.
Yorn needs to sleep.
You're muted.
Again, telepathically. So we're giving we're giving Mjolnir to
Yes.
the Lord of the Deep.
Yes.
Alright. Boarding the carriage at night, you all hit the road with 2 drivers to help assist you, and doubling the pace to get there.
Again,
Paying them.
telepathically. Are these drivers going to survive this trip once we get there? They've
They
seen
don't.
us.
They only know that are taking us to soldering. Don't say anything about anything we're carrying. It doesn't matter. They can go on about their business.
I have a question. Can I get on a carriage
Yeah.
without it, destroying itself?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, while we're here and we're on the carriage, I'm again ritually casting scrying and looking for Callum.
Oh, well, let me roll a wisdom save for him.
I mean, I would assume he's willing.
He doesn't know that you're scrying. But,
Before I do this, then, knowing that he would have done that last time, or I guess I wouldn't have known that. Do we have any belongings of his to help this save here?
you get vision of Callum.
Okay.
You see him with an elderly gentleman that seems to be fighting some wyverns.
Interesting.
Callum seems to be having fun swinging his sword.
I relay that to the party.
With this elderly gentleman using his pure fists to just punch the wyverns.
Oh,
I'm
great.
upset that he's having fun. We're not having fun.
No, not having fun at all.
I think everyone should move a couple squares away from Callum since he's not with us.
Why do I have a glow? Do I have something that makes me glow?
It
It's
just
on,
might
like,
be.
nighttime or something.
It's just the effect, the nighttime effect. But this is where we will call it for tonight. As to be honest, I thought that the session was going to go completely different.
That's what you get when Callum's not here. He is the voice of middle ground reason.
Look, I don't think he's a voice of reason, more as he aggressively tries to steer us away from bad decisions.
Oh my goodness. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the ending scene.
Just, throw this in there for him so that he can see it.
What are you throwing in?
Where is it?
Are you screenshotting it and trying to post Milner in the chat?
Yep,
Oh, he's probably posting the athletics, contested athletics check.
No, he's
No.
showing Mjolnir.
Alright.